Welcome to episode number 1 of this MLB The Show 22 Play Now series. And today I'm obviously playing today I'm obviously going to be playing an MLB The Show 22 Play Now game. As it's episode number 1 of this MLB The Show 22 Play Now series. Based on the title, which should be Field of Dreams game, but regardless of if it is or not, which it most likely will be. The title of this video will most likely be Field of Dreams game. But either way, it'll be the Field of Dreams game between those two teams on the screen, the Cubs and the Reds. I have the Cubs as the road team and the Reds as the home team, because that's how it is in real life. In the end, it doesn't really matter. Or actually, let me rephrase that. It does matter for what locker room you're in, what dugout you're in, what bullpen you're in for your relievers, and what uniform you wear, and who did last bat. So that's like 5 reasons right there why it does matter. So that's why I have Cubs as the road team and the Reds as the home team. That's how it is in real life. This game is being played later today. This video should be going up on August 11th, I believe so, right? Because I'm filming this here on August 10th. 7:49 p.m. 7:50 p.m. now Central Time, Wednesday, August 10th. But the Field of Dreams game in real life is on Thursday, August 11th. This is the second annual Field of Dreams game. They had one last year. It was between the Yankees and the Red Sox, or Yankees and the White Sox. And it was a good one. The White Sox, I believe, won the game 9-8 on a Tim Anderson walk-off 2-run home run. It was a tense game. I was watching it live when Anderson won it for Chicago. And obviously that was 2 AL teams. This year it's 2 NL teams. And it's 2 trash teams, really. I mean, this year they're both trash. Last year they're both trash as well. Last year the Reds did finish 83-79, 3rd in the NL Central. Cubs finished 71-91, 4th in the NL Central. This year, though, I believe the Reds are 4th, or the Reds are 5th, and the Cubs are 4th, or something like that. But either way, the Reds in real life started the 2022 season like 10 and 40 or something. It was really bad. And then the Cubs, well, obviously a year ago, at the trade deadline a year ago in 2021, they traded away Rizzo, Bryant, and Baez. But they still have that. They still have Wilson Contreras. They have Ian Happ, I believe. Still have Patrick Wisdom, Nico Horner, I believe. And then the Reds, I don't know who they have. But yeah, so it's the Cubs and Reds here in the 2022 Field of Dreams game here in MLB The Show 22. So it's just gonna be a play now game here in MLB The Show 22, obviously. So yeah. I'm not sure what uniforms they would be wearing in real life. I'm not sure if it's any throwbacks. I might throw. I mean, it might be some I don't know what they would wear. I mean, oh, there's the uniforms right there, right here. These are the uniforms they're wearing. It says Field of Dreams Game 22, which means 2022. So that's the uniforms they're wearing. That's the uniforms the Reds are wearing in the Field of Dreams game here in 2022. I didn't know that they had the uniforms in the game, but those are the uniforms they're going to be wearing. So obviously these are the uniforms they're going to be wearing, but it says Field of Dreams 22, which obviously means 2022. And then I assume the Cubs have that too. Since the Reds have it, you would think the Cubs have it too. Yeah, there it is. So I'm actually surprised, not surprised, but I'm happy and surprised. I am surprised, actually. I'm happy and surprised to have the uniforms the Cubs and the Reds will be wearing in the 2022 Field of Dreams game in the game. So both teams will be wearing their Field of Dreams 22 the 2022 Field of Dreams uniforms. So yeah, let's do it. I like that. Obviously, we're not playing at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. We're playing at the Field of Dreams Stadium in Iowa, which is right there. I did play a Field of Dreams game in MLB The Show 21 between the Yankees and the White Sox. I believe the Yankees won my game 2-0. Obviously, in real life, the White Sox won 9-8. Hopefully, it's a little more high scoring than my Field of Dreams game last year, just because for content purposes, video purposes. MLB at Field of Dreams Stadium holds 7,911, and it says it opened in 1989 just because that's when the movie was. Presumably last year was the first Field of Dreams game, but it says it opened in this stadium. MLB at Field of Dreams Stadium opened in 1989, but that was when the movie came out, which was what 99, 09, 19, 20, 21, 22, which was 33 years ago the movie came out. Came out in 1989. And now it's 2022, so it's been 33 years since the movie. So let's play the Field of Dreams game here in 2022. Cubs and Reds. Presentation mode broadcast. Broadcast theme style, the show theme, quick counts on, innings 9, of course. Time of year, July, or excuse me, time of year August, because that's the time in real life. Time of day will be 7 p.m. I believe that's when the game is. Or even if it's not 7 p.m., I think it's at 6 or 7 p.m. and you only can choose between 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 4 p.m., and 7 p.m. So time of year August, time of day 7 p.m. Cloud cover will be clear skies. And then the extra inning runner, which means if I leave it on, you would start, or if it's on, you have a runner at second base, start extra innings. I know I have it on because that's a rule in real life. I don't like the rule, but it's a rule in real life. So the extra inning runner will be on. So yeah. So I actually do have the starting pitching matchup for the teams. The lineups aren't out yet because for me the game in real life is at 6:15 p.m. Central Time. But obviously in this game I just put it at 7 p.m. They don't have the lineups out yet because obviously for me the game's not like 23 hours away. But I do have the starting pitching matchup. And so it's Nick Lodolo. Nick Lodolo, Nick Lodola. I might be bouncing his name, but I think he's a rookie. I think he is a rookie. But either way, that's the starting pitcher for the Reds, and then the starting pitcher for the Cubs is Drew Smyly. So you might think like pick the top nine, Marcus Stroman, and for the Reds, Tyler Mahle, which I believe in real life Mahle just didn't he get traded? Yeah, I want the actual starting pitchers in real life. So it's Drew Smyly for the Cubs and Nick Lodolo. I might be bouncing his name for the Reds. So that's the starting pitchers for real life. So the lineups like I said aren't out yet, but lefty versus lefty, 70 versus 69. The Reds pitcher the 70. So pretty even matchup actually. So they're both lefties, and one's a 70 overall, and one's a 69 overall. I forgot Tommy Pham's on this team. Colin Moran, Kyle Farmer, Nick Senzel, Brandon Drury, Tyler Stevenson, Joey Votto. I thought he got traded, but I see someone on this team. Tyler Naquin and Jonathan India. I know India's on the team. And the other team, Rafael Ortega, Frank Wendell, might be bouncing his name. Wilson Contreras still, Ian Happ, Patrick Wisdom, Clint Frazier. I didn't realize he was on the Cubs. Jason Hayward, Andrelton Simmons, and Nick Montreal. Not Jonathan VR, but yeah, I know the lineups as they are. So there's the universal DH. So the pitchers do not bat. The DH for the Cubs is Clint Frazier batting 6th, and the DH for the Reds is Colin Moran batting 7th. On the play-by-play announcer for his game, and John Shambi is not turned down at all. Let's get into the 2022 Field of Dreams game. Cubs and Reds at the Field of Dreams Stadium in Iowa. Let's get it right now. Let's get into it right now. We are live and on the air for another edition of baseball here on the show. As it's the 2022 Field of Dreams game here in Iowa, and it features the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. First pitch of the 2022 Field of Dreams game comes your way next. Or the first pitch of the 2022 Field of Dreams game comes your way next. Nick Lodolo, 6'6", 202, 24 years old. I just said he's a rookie, so he doesn't have any stats from last year. As it's the 2022 Field of Dreams game here in Iowa. As it's a 2-2 pitch, Rafael Ortega. Here we go. As we're on your way here in the 2022 Field of Dreams game here in Iowa. Here we go. 2-2 pitch to the batter for Chicago. Fly ball coming in is Senzel. He kind of late jump at it, but he will make the catch on the run. 1 down to lead off the Field of Dreams game here in Iowa. Here's the starting lineup for the Chicago Cubs. Rafael Ortega, Frank Wendell, Wilson Contreras, Ian Happ, Patrick Wisdom, Clint Frazier, the DH, Jason Hayward, Andrelton Simmons, and Nick Montreal. Had a stat about something for the Cubs last season. It might have been average. I didn't see it before it went away. Here's Frank Wendell. I might be botching his name. Fly ball, that one's hit well. That is the left fielder and the center fielder. And the center fielder will track it down in left center field on the run, 2 down. As he tracked it down, like I said, in left center field on the run, 2 down. And there's 2 outs here in the first inning here in the 2022 Field of Dreams. Here's Contreras, who did not get traded at the trade deadline. 1-2. Hit, or ground ball at the middle, hit hard, base hit. And that's the first hit of the game for either team here in the Field of Dreams game. And both these teams are wearing the Field of Dreams uniforms they're going to wear in the real life 2022 Field of Dreams game. Here's Ian Happ. 1 on, 2 out. That's a ground ball again. That's a base hit. And going first to third is Contreras. Throw to third is not in time, and the batter goes to second. A heads-up decision. A heads-up play by Ian Happ with Contreras going to third, with the center fielder throwing the ball all the way to third. Happ goes to second. I believe it's going to be a single advance on the throw, or single and advance to second on the throw. Runners to second and third, and 2 outs for Patrick Wisdom. Ground ball, past Shirley, picked up by Farmer. Throw is offline, and the runner is safe, and the Cubs strike first. And that's going to be an E6, more than likely, by Farmer, and that's exactly what it is. And the Cubs strike first here in the 2022 Field of Dreams game. It was an offline throw. Here's Frazier. Runners to the corners, 2 outs, top 1, 1-0 Chicago. Ground ball in the middle, base hit. A runner will score, and the runner at first will stop at second, but the runner at third will score, and the Cubs have a 2-0 lead as they jump out to an early lead, an early 2-0 lead here in the Field of Dreams game. Here's Hayward, 2 on, 2 out, already 2-0 Chicago. Foul ball. That error opened the door. They're not allowed to run the score on the air, and then another run scored after that. And that's batter. 1-2. Fly ball coming in as spam, and he will get there. But the Cubs did the first run on an E6, and then they did the second run on an RBI single. 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error for the Reds, and 2 runners left on for Chicago. Reds come to the bat, 2-0. Reds come to the bat, 2-0 Cubs here in Iowa. Here we go. Drew Smiley. Drew Smiley, 23 starts in 2021, 11-4 record at a 4.48 ERA, 1.37 WHIP. Some high numbers. Here's Jonathan India. I believe he's a second-year player. 1-1. Foul ball, 1-2. Here we go. Cubs scored 2 runs in the last inning. First one on an E6. The first one on an E6. Second one on an RBI single. Fly ball, shallow right field. Hayward, the right fielder, will make the catch. 1 down. And here's the starting lineup for the Cincinnati Reds. Jonathan India, Tyler Naquin, Joey Votto, Tyler Stevenson, Brandon Drury, Tommy Pham, Colin Moran, the DH, Kyle Farmer, who made that critical error in the top of the first, and Nick Senzel. 249 team average for the Reds last year. I'm not sure what that ranked, though, but I didn't see that. But I know that a 249 team average last season for Cincinnati. Here's Naquin. Fly ball, left field, half over to his left, and he is there. 2 down. Now Joey Votto, the veteran first baseman, has been on the Reds for what, like 6 years? Something like that. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball, and that's a base hit for Votto. First hit of the game for the Reds, and the time runs 7 to the plate. There's Tyler Stevenson, the DH, or the catcher, excuse me. 1 on, 2 out. That's a liner! Almost hit the pitcher. Stopping at second is Votto, because he only has 19 speed. 2 on, 2 out now for Cincinnati. Back-to-back 2-out singles. And they have a chance to at least stay on the board here. Here's Brandon Drury. 2 on, 2 out. Fly ball coming in is Terja. And he makes the catch in right center field in and over. And the Reds strand a pair of runners. And the one here in Iowa. It's 2-0 Chicago. Here we go. Here's Andrelton Simmons. Seven Cubs players batted in the first inning. 1-1. Popped up. Straight up. Behind the mound. Coming in is Votto, but the pitcher will call him off. Pitcher makes the catch. 1 down. There's Nick Montreal, then the top of the order. And by the way, both of those runs in the first inning are, I believe, unearned. Line drive coming in as a center fielder. Senzel, he'll dive, he'll make the catch. What a catch by Nick Senzel in center, 2 down. And here's StatCast powered by Google Cloud as he had to run a pretty good distance to catch that. 57 feet covered, 19 miles per hour was his top speed. Route efficiency 99.6%, and he covered 57 feet. 2 down now for Rafael Alteta. Ground ball, India. Throw to Votto in and over. 1-2-3 to the Cubs. Middle of 2. The score is still 2-0 Chicago. With a bottom 2. Here's Tommy Pham. That's a ground ball, hit hard. Past Simmons, base hit. And this could be a slugfest here this evening. Glad you're with us here on the show. 2022 Field of Dreams game. Glad you're with us. Glad you're with us here on the show, and glad you're watching this video here. Watching this video at home. Here's Moran, the DH. Fly ball left center. The center fielder's over, and he'll make the catch in left center. 1 down. 1 down now for what's the number 8 batter, Kyle Farmer, who made that critical error in the top of the first. That led to 1 run, and then this for the Cubs and another run after that. Ground ball, it should be 2. 2nd, first double play as the Cubs turn to force a 3 in an end in double play. And the 2, the score is still 2-0 Cubs here in the Field of Dreams game. Here's Frank Swindell. 3-1 to Frank. Ground ball. He pulled it between the shortstop and the third baseman. Leadoff single for Chicago. And I believe he's 1 for 2 now, I believe. So I believe Contreras, I believe that Low Dolo got the first 2 outs in the first inning, and then after that they got like 3 straight hits or whatever, and an error. Here's Contreras, ground ball to be 2. Farmer, India, Votto, double play. 6-4-3 double play, 2 down for, I believe, Half. They did have a single and scored a run. Here we go, 1-1 to Half. That's a ground ball. India will field it, and he actually botched it. Pitch it back up, but not in time. That might be an error. It will be a base hit. Probably was going to be a base hit. Here we go. Here's Patrick Wisdom, who's 0 for 1. Was, I believe, an error. 3-1. Ground ball. That's punched past Farmer. And this is going to be a slugfest. Stopping at second is the runner at first. 2 on, 2 out now as Everything started. Here's Clint Frazier now. But RBS didn't know his last at bat. 1-2. Line drive, fielded on a short by India. And the Cubs strand a pair of runners. Middle of 3, it's still 2-0 Chicago here in Iowa. Right at bottom 3, still 2-0 Chicago. Here's Senzel with that diving catch with the last inning, I believe. Or a ground ball up the middle, or a line drive up the middle, base hit. And here to the top of the order for Cincinnati now. Here comes India representing the tying run. A lot of hits going around here. A lot of hitting and really no pitching, or some pitching. Fly ball coming in as a center fielder. It will get down. And going to third is the runner at center. Going for second is India. And he's in there with a double. The center fielder probably should have thrown it straight to center base. Instead he threw it to the cutoff man. And Nate went with a time run at center base and nobody out. Infield is back. Fly ball, left center. Center fielder's eyeing it up. He makes the catch. Runner's tagged in. Both runners tagged in. Throw is not in time as it's off the line. The runner at third will score, and it's 2-1. And the runner at second, it's over to third. Runner at third, 1 out now for Votto. That's a tying run 90 feet away. It's 2-1 after the sac fly by Naquin. Here's Votto. Infield back to Den. Ground ball. Simmons will field it. Will go to first. And this game is tied. RBI ground out for Joey Votto. And just like that, the Reds have tied the game. 2-2 here in Iowa. It's an RBI ground out for the veteran first baseman Joey Votto. 2 down now for Stevenson. And no runners on and 2 outs. Bottom 3, 2-2. Fly ball. Coming in or going to his left is the center fielder. And he's there. But the Reds get 2 runs. On a sac fly and then on an RBI ground out. We head to the 4th. It's now the Cubs 2 and the Reds 2 here in Iowa. Here we go. Obviously a higher score game than my Field Dreams game last year. Here we go. 2-2 here for Hayward. Top 4. Cubs 2, Reds 2. Popped up. Left center or left field. Shallow left field. Farmer. 1 down. Now Simmons, who popped out in the 3rd. 2-1. Fly ball going over as the center fielder and the left fielder. Center fielder's there. Good catch by Senzel on the run at 2 down. Here's Nick Montreal. 0 for 1. Top fielder follow if he can get on. Ground ball India. And the inning is over. 1-2-3 to the Cubs. Middle of 4. It's still 2-2. Here we go. Bottom 4. Still 2-2. Here's Brandon Drury. 0 for 1. Fly ball. Center field. Terda. 1 down. Tommy Pham now. 1-1. Ground ball. Montreal will die, but it's past him. Hayward over to 9-3 put out, but not in time. 1 out single for Pham. And now it's Moran, I believe, the DH, and it is. 1 on, 1 out. Ground ball. This could be 2 again. Simmons. Montreal. Whoever the first baseman is, double play. So 6-4-3 double play. We head to the 5th. No, we head to the 5th. 2-2. Who is our first baseman? We're back here in Iowa. It's Frank Swindell. So it was Simmons, Montreal, and Swindell on the double play. Here's Rafael Terda. Fly ball to Senzel. The other one center fielder will fly out to the other. 1 down. Here's Frank Swindell, 1 for 2 with the single. Top 5, 2-2. Ground ball off the mound. Farmer cannot knock it down. And set ahead of the game for Frank Swindell. 1 on, 1 out now for Contreras. 3-1 hitters count to the power hitter catcher. Fly ball right at Swindell. So line out to the center fielder. 2 down for Ian Happ. 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a run scored. He's a switch hitter, batting right. Fly ball, center field again. And the inning is over. Halfway home here in Iowa. Scores the Cubs 2 and the Reds 2. Bottom 5, 2-2 still. Cubs score both of their runs in the 1st inning. Reds score both of their runs in the 3rd inning, I believe. Here's Farmer. Ground ball. Simmons will die. Got it from his bottom. What a play by Kyle Farmer. Or excuse me, what a play by Andrelton Simmons to throw out Farmer. 1 down. What a play by Simmons. Andrelton Simmons to throw out Kyle Farmer by a step. Dove to his left, fielded it cleanly, and then rolled over, threw it from his bottom, and threw out Farmer. Here's Sendell, 1 down. Ground ball to Simmons upright this time, 2 down. Simmons fielded that one upright. Quickly 2 down now for the top of the order in India. 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. 3-1 to India. Fly ball hit right center, or the right center field, but well shy of the wall on the warning track, in and over. We head to the 6th, still 2-2 here in Iowa. Here we go, top 6. We're back here at the Field of Dreams Stadium in Iowa. Hit hard! And it's about a 4-hopper to send out in left center field. Leadoff single for Chicago here in the 6th. Start for Chicago. Here's Clint Frazier. Foul ball, 1-2. Excuse me, still 1-2. That's a pop-up. Back is Votto. Does he have room by the corn? And he'll make the catch on the edge of the warning track. 1 down. There's Hayward. 1-on-1 out. So unfortunately, you guys, you didn't see it because I had to go through with the double play because the last clip ended right when I threw that pitch. But Hayward runs into a 6-4-3 double play and then over. We're through 5.5, 2-2 here at Field of Dreams. Here we go, bottom 6 here at Field of Dreams. Here's Tyler Naquin, 2-2 game, bottom 6. No action in either bullpen so far. Ground ball snagged by Smiley. 1 down. Here's Votto, 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI, which is on an RBI grunt that was last time up. That's a fly ball, hit well, and Votto just got under it. 2 down. Here's Tyler Stevenson, 60th pitch turn from Smiley through 5 2/3. Line drive past Montreal into the gap. And it's cut off by Smiley eventually, or Terda, and throw to the cutoff man. He does. He throws to the cutoff man double, and it's a go-ahead run at center base with 2 outs for Jury. 1-1. Ground ball, Montreal, and the inning is over. And the 2-out double goes to waste. We head to the 7th. The score is still the Cubs 2 and the Reds 2. Here we go, still 2-2, bottom 7, it's a pitcher's duel. I mean, that's really having to have a porta potty, which you must, because obviously this is, it's not like a big stadium. I mean, they built a stadium that holds like just under 8,000 people, but it's like there's no bathroom down in the bullpen, like ones that flush. So that's cool that actually have a porta potty. Like the Dame actually has a porta potty in the bullpen, but no. Justin Wilson will start warming up in the Reds bullpen, and our start warm up Jesse Chavez in the Cubs bullpen. Here we go, top 7, 2-2 game here in Iowa. There's Simmons. Fly ball, that one's crushed! Patches Senzel, can he get there? And he cannot, and it goes over the wall for an automatic double. As it got over Senzel's head, one hopped over the wall into the corn. As it went off the wall into the corn. Runner sending nobody out for Montreal after the automatic double. And they're all bringing Justin Wilson right now. Here we go, I don't know why I'm throwing it. I didn't mean to throw a warm-up pitch here. Here we go, forcing fastball, a cutter, and a slider. Montreal with a runner sending nobody out. 3-1. Fly ball, right center. Well, the runner trying to tag, and he will not. He only has 36 speed, so Nell's throw. It's off line. Runner would have been safe, but he didn't know then. So it's a flat to the center fielder, 1 down now for the top of the order, with the runner still at second. Ground ball, Wilson. Quickly 2 down, and the runner stays put again. So a double, and then the pitcher comes in. It's a fly out to the center fielder, and then a ground out to the pitcher, 2 down. And it's going to be up to Swindell. 2 for 3. Popped up on the infield by second base. India's over. And the Cubs squander a leadoff double. 7th inning stretch time here in Iowa. Score is still the Cubs 2 and the Indians 2. Or the score is still the Cubs 2 and the Reds 2. That's not. Anyway, the score is still the Cubs 2 and the Reds 2. Here's Tommy Pham. Smiley's still in the game. Ground ball, Montreal. Good play. They cut it off. 1 down. Here's Colin Moran. Energy Smiley's in the yellow. About to throw a 68th pitch. Line drive. Center fielder coming in. Can he get there on his horse? He's got it. On the run in left center field. 2 down. Here's Kyle Farmer. 70th pitch turn from Smiley through almost 7 innings of work. Ground ball, Simmons. Upright this time as well. And the inning's over. That's Smiley through 7 innings. And the 7, the score is still 2-2 here in Iowa. Here we go. No action in the Cincinnati bullpen. Wilson will stay in the day. Here's Contreras. Ground ball, Farmer. Will he throw this one on line? And he will. As he got Contreras by 2 steps. 1 down for Happ. There's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a run scored. 1-1. Foul ball on the fastball. 1-2. Top 8. 2-2 day. They're selling him up. Hunter Strickland in the Reds bullpen. 1-2. The Happ. Ground ball, India. Throw to Votto, 2 down now. For I don't know who's up next. For Wisdom, who's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI. 3-1. He got Green land 3-1. Fly ball deep left field. Senzel, a center fielder on the edge of the track, will make the catch. As I assume technically on 3-0, he did a green light or a red light. It's 3-1, but he swinging away at 3-1. But he flew up to the warning track. We to the bottom of the 8th, tied at 2. Here we go, bottom 8, 2-2 game. And they're going to bring in Jesse Chavez from the Chicago bullpen. Bottom 8, here's Sendell on top of the order. Ground ball off of the pitcher's glove. Runner has 86 speed and he's safe. Infield single for Senzel. And that's the go-ahead run here in the 8th. Here's Jonathan India. Line drive, field on a short up by Montreal. And he got 1, but not 2. So it's a 4-6 a fielder's choice. 1-on-1 out now for Votto. Not Tyler Naquin, excuse me. 0 for 2 with a sac fly and an RBI. 3-1 hitters count the Naquin. Ground ball should be 2 at the mound. Simmons. Montreal. Swindell. What a pitch by Swindell. On the low throw by Montreal. We hit the 9th. Still tied. 2-2. Here we go. Top 9. Still in is Wilson. Here's Frazier. Frazier back to Wilson. 1 down. Good play. As it's now almost pitch black here. Suns hasn't fit. Well, the sun's gone down. It's not pitch black yet though. You saw it shot, and the sun was still. It had set, but you didn't still see a little light. Here we go. Top 9, 1 out. Here's Hayward. Ground ball at the middle. Hit the mound. Farmer will throw out Hayward. The Toads haven't had a hit or a base runner in a few innings. 2 down for Simmons, who doubled in his last at bat, which was in the 7th inning. Line drive, and we would go to the bottom of the 9th, tied at 2. 3, 4, 5 do it for the Reds in the bottom of the 9th. 1 run can win it. And if they score at least 1 run, they win it. If they score no runs, we're going to extras. And they're starting up Dave Robertson in the Chicago bullpen. So let's say they're going to ask Chavez to get this game into the 10th. Full count. Ground ball, base hit for Votto, and that's the winning run here in this ball game. And you might see a pinch runner, because Votto only has 19 speed. But either way, that's the winning run at first base. And Shogo Akiyama will pinch run for Joey Votto at first base. So Votto has 19 speed, Akiyama has 68. You might see a bunt here. Here's Stevenson, the DH, with the third baseman in for a bunt while the first baseman's holding the runner on. At 1-1 pitch, Stevenson's bunting the catcher, and it's right to the first baseman. He'll take it himself. It'll be a sacrifice bunt, 3 unassisted. Runner at center, 1 out now, and that's the winning run at center base. And now as Drury hits the outfield to win the game for Cincinnati, and they're on bringing Dave Robertson from the Chicago bullpen. Here we go, trying to stay in the 10th while the Reds are trying to win it right here, right now. Ground ball, Montreal. Runner will advance. 2 down. Winner run goes over, and the winner run goes over to third with 2 outs. So infield single, a hit to the outfield, an infield single, a wild pitch, a pass ball, an error would win, or an error would win this game. Runner at third, 2 outs, 2-1 the Fam. Time run 90 feet away. Ground ball back to the pitcher. And we go to the 10th here in Iowa. 2-2 after 9. Here we go. And the runner at center, or no, Akiyama cannot play first base. Mike Mustantis, I believe, can. So Mike Mustantis will replace Akiyama at first base defensively. Opposite Andrelton Simmons is someone at center to do the extra inning role. You might want to replace him. I actually might want to replace him. Is there anyone faster though? Oh yeah, there is. Nico Horner can, and he's a shortstop. So Nico Horner will pinch run for Andrelton Simmons at center base, because obviously Simmons is the runner at center base, and it'll get someone faster at center base. That's Horner. Here's Montreal, the batter, and then the top of the order, and they're done to Brennan Hunter Strickland to start extras. Try to keep it tied. Go ahead and run at center base because it's extra inning runner or extra inning roll. Ground ball through the open side, the open right side of the infield. They're holding the runner at third. It's a single for Montreal, and now at the top of the order for Ortega. Go ahead and run 90 feet away, full count to the batter. Ground ball up the middle, through, base hit. A big hit for the Cubs, and they have the lead in the 10th. 2 on, nobody out now. Versus Wendell. RBI signal for on Tuerdo, or on Tata. Here's Wendell, 2 on, nobody out. Fly ball, right field. Nathan's back, and he will make the catch. Runner's tag in the 3rd, and the throw is up the line, and it's a foot race back to the bat. Jury cannot get back to the bat to tag the runner. A good throw would have had him. Here's Contreras, runners in the corners, 1 out, and the infield is bad at double play depth, or at least the middle infielders are. 1-on pitch to Contreras. Ground ball, past India, base hit, and the Cubs lead by a pair. RBI signal for Wilson Contreras, and they lead 4-2 in the 10th, and there's still 2 on 1 out for Happ, and they're starting to warm up. Art Warren in the Reds bullpen, and they're starting to warm up in the Cubs bullpen. Their closer Rowan Wick. 2 on 1 out for Happ, already up 2 here in the 10th. Ground ball should be 2. Farmer, India, Bono, double play. But the Cubs still at 2 runs. But remember, the Reds will have a runner at center base, so they will have the time runner at the plate. Middle of 10, it's now 4-2 Chicago. Nico Horner will remain in the day and play shortstop after pinch runner for Andrelton Simmons in the last inning. On the top of the 10th, runner at second. It's Colin Moran, then it's Farmer, then it's Sendell. So 7, 8, 9 due up for the Reds in the bottom of the 10th with the runner at second, Tommy Pham. His 54 speed. The runner at the plate is Tom Moran, which is the tying run. Here comes Rowan Wick, the Chicago closer, to try to shut the door and get the win for the Cubs here in Iowa. Still needs 3 outs, tying run at the plate. Here's Moran, runner at center, nobody out. Foul ball, 1-2. Corner infielders are protecting the lines. He didn't miss anything. Here we go, runner at center, nobody out because of that extra rule. 1-2. Hit hard, and it's past the diving shortstop, which is Horner. That run will score and stop it at second. It's the batter. It's an RBI double for Moran, and it's 4-3. And there's his teammates up out of the dugout, jumping up and down and pumped up. RBI double, as that was a bullet. Perfect pass to Diamond Horner. It's an RBI double. Runner center, nobody out now for Farmer, and it's a 4-3 game. And it's the tying run at center base. 1-1 to Farmer. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Sendell on deck, and then after that will be India. 1-2. And that is low and inside. 2-2. 2-2. Ground ball, runner will advance. So it's a 4-3 ground out. Runner at second, which is Moran will do over to third. Runner at third, 1 out now for Sendell. That's tying run. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a run score. Infield in. Tying run 90 feet away. 1-1. Ground ball to middle, base hit, and we're tied. As both teams scored 2 runs here in the 10th, and the Reds aren't done yet. 4-4 in the 10th. As Wick blows the save. Here's India with a winning run at first base. Ground ball, past Horner. Base hit. 2 on, 1 out now for Naquin. That's a winner run at center base. And there's something about Chris Martin now in the Cubs bullpen as with the Cubs closer has blown the save. 2 on, 1 out now for Naquin. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Second one, first, and he got it by half a step. And we head to the 11th as both teams scored 2 runs in the 10th. 4-4 after 10. As both teams scored 2 runs in the 10th. Here's Wisdom with the runner at center, Ian Happ. And here does Art Warren, I meant. Here we go. Runner at center, nobody out. Wisdom the batter, Happ the runner at second. Ground ball to India. Runner. No, it ate up India! As it ate him up, now going to second, and the throw is wild! As it had the runner dead to right, as that ate up Jonathan India, that little ground ball ate him up. Runner was going to advance to third anyways, but it ate him up. Went in the right center field, runner at center will score, the batter does the second. It would have been out with a good throw, but it was a bad throw, and it's 5-4 Chicago in a blink of an eye. Here's Frazier, runner at center, nobody out, 5-4 Chicago. Foul ball, 1-2, but my goodness. So I believe it was on, I think it will go down as an RBI double. 5-4 Chicago in the top of the 11th. Runner will advance, and it's past the first baseman. And they're going to send the runner, Naquin to the plate, and he's out! What a throw by Naquin! 1 down with the batter in the center base. Surprised and sent with nobody out by the Chicago third base coach. What a throw as it was thrown right to the plate by Naquin. And he got the runner coming home. Throwing this at 207 feet. Throw speed 101 miles per hour. Not sure what they're showing Masadas at first base. Surprised and sent with nobody out. Batter does it at center base, but what a throw by Naquin in right. Runner at center, 1 out now for Hayward. Still 5-4 Chicago. Hit, ground ball. Runner will stay put. Farmer, he's got to hurry. And Hayward beat it out. 2 on, 1 out now as this is starting to be a hitting fast here in extras. 2 on, 1 out now for Horner, his first at bat of the game. Ground ball, this should be 2. India, left foot for the Farmer. What a double play! My goodness! But Patrick Wisdom is the one that gets the RBI at his double, and the Cubs take the lead. 5-4, middle of 11. But what a double play! It was India, ground ball to Jonathan India, flipped it to the shortstop for 1, and then he threw, which is Farmer, and then Farmer threw the bottom for a double play. Here we go. Here's Mustada's first at bat of the game with Naquin the runner at center base, and they're done Brennan, Chris Martin, and try to save for Chicago. There's the actual closer for Chicago, blew the save, but then one of the 2 sit-up men did the save, and Chris Martin did the save. Runner at center, nobody out for Moustakas. Ground ball, runner will advance. Good read by Naquin. It's a 6-3 ground out, but the runner will go over to third, and it's a tying run 90 feet away. Here's Stevenson 2 for 3 with a double and a single. Infield in, tying run at third, 1 out. Fly ball, Hayward under it, and he will make the catch. Here comes the throw, and the throw is off the line, and Contreras cannot get back to the plate. It's a sack fly and an RBI for Stevenson, and it's 5-5 in the 11th. As an online throw by Hayward would have had the runner dead to right, but it's thrown up the line. Sack fly and an RBI for Stevenson. Here's Drury, and it's a 5-5 game in the 11th. He's 0 for 4. Hayward, and he won't get there. As both teams scored 2 runs in the 10th, and both teams scored 1 run, or as both teams scored 2 runs in the 10th, and 1 run in the 11th. We head to the 12th, tied at 5. As both teams scored 2 runs in the 10th, and 1 in the 11th. Here's Nick Montreal with Nico Horner, the runner at center base, with 82 speed. Warren is still in the game. Ground ball through the hole, base hit, and this time they're going to stop the runner. And now there's runners at the corners, nobody out, but can someone win this game? Here we go, on the top of the order, go ahead with 90 feet away for Rafael Anteda. 1 for 5. Fly ball, this will definitely score Horner because he has 82 speed. It's caught by the center fielder, throw in is actually off the line, and he will score easily. Sound fine an RBI for Oteda, and it's 6-5 Chicago as they have the lead back here in extra innings. Here's Swindell, 1-on-1 out. He's 2 for 5. Ground ball should be 2. India, Farmer, Bono, double play, but the Cubs again take the lead here in extra innings. Middle of 12, it's now 6-5 Chicago. Here we go. Time run at center base. It's Pham, the batter. Drury's the runner at center base. Pham's the batter. Martin blew another save, and if the Cubs do score, or if the Cubs do win here in the 12th, it won't be a save for Martin, but it would be the win. Here's Pham, 2 for 4. Fly ball. Well, they're trying to tag with the runner at second, and they're gonna stop as the runner is has like 50 speed or something. So it's a fly to the center fielder. The runner does not move over. Here's Moran. Tyler at center base, 1 out. Line drive. The runner this time will play it halfway, so he won't tag up in this one either. So bat-to-bat flyouts, or in this case a line out to the center fielder. 2 down now. Kyle Farmer, the last chance for Cincinnati. Hits the outfield to tie the game, but if he gets out, the Cubs win. Ground ball back to Martin, and the Cubs win it here in Iowa. What a game here in Iowa! What a game here in Iowa! I believe that's David Ross, now a retired MLB catcher for the Cubs, but obviously now he's the Cubs manager. He was on the Cubs when the Cubs won the World Series, or he was David Ross, the Cubs manager now, was on the Cubs when the Cubs won the World Series in 2016, but now obviously he's the Cubs manager. He's happy in the third base dugout as the Cubs win the game 6-5 in 12 innings. What a game, especially what a game, what an extra innings. As there's 3 extra innings, the 10th, the 11th, and the 12th. And my goodness, you had in the extra innings, in extra innings alone, you had 2, 4, 5. In extra innings alone, you had 7 runs. Out of the 11 runs scored in this game, 6 for the Cubs, 5 for the Reds, you had 7 of those 11 runs scored in extra innings. As both teams scored 2 runs in the 10th, both teams scored 1 run in the 11th, but then in the 12th, the Cubs scored 1 run, and the Reds didn't score any runs in the 12th, because in the 12th there was a fly out to the center fielder, a line out to the center fielder, and then a ground out to the pitcher. But what a game! 6 runs and 16 hits, no errors for the Cubs. 5 runs on 12 hits, 1 error, which was by Kyle Farmer, the Red shortstop. 6 runs and 16 hits, no errors for the Cubs. 5 runs on 12 hits, 1 error, which was by Red shortstop Kyle Farmer. So like I said, 6 runs and 16 hits, no errors for the Cubs. 5 runs on 12 hits, 1 error, which is by Kyle Farmer for the Reds. My goodness, what a game! The Cubs pull it out as they beat the Reds here at the Field of Dreams game here in 2022 in Iowa. As the Cubs beat the Reds here in the 2022 Field of Dreams game in Iowa, 6-5 in 12 innings. This is a game that, I mean, I want to be complaining if the Cubs won a real life Field of Dreams game for you guys tomorrow, I want to be complaining if the Cubs won the real Field of Dreams game in 2022 today for you guys, 6-5 in 12 innings. This is a good game. This total there was 28 hits, right? Yeah, 28 hits between the two teams, 11 runs. I think almost everyone got a hit. Almost, I think everyone. Yeah, literally the only person that did not get a hit for the Cubs was Nico Horner, but he scored 2 runs because I believe he pinch ran for Simmons in the 10th and pinch ran for Simmons at center base in the 10th, and I believe Horner was also the runner at center in the 12th, so he went 0 for 1 in the game with 2 runs. He was the only guy that didn't get a hit, but he didn't start the game. And then for the Reds, we had Antiyama that pinch ran, and then Mustanda took over at first base. But I believe, and then Naquin scored a run, and it had an RBI in the stat fly, and then scored a run because I believe he was in the 10th or the 11th, he was the runner at center base to start extra innings for the Reds, so he didn't get a hit. Akiyama never batted. Mustanda's batted once, but went 0 for 1, and then Farmer didn't get a hit. So there was 2 starts for the Reds that didn't get a hit, and then Mustanda's wasn't a starter, but he didn't get a hit either. So there was only 2 starters for the Reds that didn't get a hit, and then for the Cubs, all the starters got a hit. The only one that didn't get a hit was Horner, but like I said, he pinch ran for Simmons in the 10th, scored in the 10th, and also I think he was a run that scored in the 12th as well. But he was a runner at center base to start at the top of the 12th as well. But Mike Dennis won a game, and then Wisdom and Simmons had a double. RBIs, Tejeda had 2, Contreras had 1, Wisdom had 2, Frazier had 1, sac flies. Tejeda has had 1, Brown or double plays, Swindell, Contreras, Happ, Hayward, and Horner, so 5 double plays. And Smiley went at 7 innings, Chavez went an inning, a third, Robertson went 2/3 of an inning, Witt pitched an inning, blew the save. Martin technically blew the save as well, because he had a save opportunity in the 11th, blew it there, but then obviously in the 12th, he shut the door, but because he blew the save in the 11th, he gets the win, but not the save. But he still got the win. Pitched 2 innings, and instead he ended up any runs. I just because, and remember, that runner at center base starts at your end, that runner comes around the score. It counts as the team, say, the Cubs score that run. It still counts as a run for the Cubs, but it's an unearned run for the pitcher. That run scored, so like for Witt, he gave up 2 runs, 1 earned run, because that first run he gave up, if the runner at center base, and that runner that starts at center base, start at your ends, if he comes around the score, it's an unearned run to the pitcher. So in this case, like Witt, 2 runs, 1 earned run, because that first run was unearned because that was the runner at center base that started the inning. And then, yeah. So total there was 5 runs, only 3. 5 runs, 3 earned runs. So there's only 2 unearned runs. So Reds scored 3 in extra innings. Oh yeah, 3 extra innings, but they scored 2 in the 10th. The first one in the 10th will be unearned. Second one in the 10th will be earned. So yeah, 5 runs, 3 earned runs for the Cubs pitching staff, and then for the Reds pitching staff, it would be, well, it was 6 runs, only 2 earned runs, because one of the 2, I believe because for the starting pitcher for the Reds, 2 runs, 1 earned run. I thought both runs he gave up in the first inning would be unearned because of the error, but I guess I'm pretty sure only the first one, or out of the 2 he gave up, one was earned and one was unearned. So yeah, but it was bottom line, what a game. And the player of the game is Patrick Wisdom. Chris Martin gets the win. Art Warren gets the loss, and there was no save because Warren pitched the last 2 innings of the game. He did blow the save, or Chris Martin, excuse me, or Rowan Witt, the Cubs closers, blew the save in the 10th. Chris Martin blew the save in the 11th, but pitched in the 12th still, and shut the door in the 12th. But he doesn't get the save, but he does get the win. So Chris Martin gets the win. Art Warren gets the loss. There was no save. Patrick Wisdom, the Cubs' third baseman, and went 3 for 5 with a double and 2 RBIs, is the player of the game for the 2022 Field of Dreams game in Iowa. So it's a better Field of Dreams game than my Field of Dreams game last year in MLB The Show 21. This one was pretty good, as the Cubs win the 2022 Field of Dreams game in Iowa 6-5 in 12 innings. Yeah, what a game, what a game. So that's what a game. 3 words. What a game. Yeah. Oh my, what a game. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not sure if there's ever going to be another episode in my MLB The Show 22 playoff series, but if there is, there is. If there's not, there's not. And you'll find out what and when. You'll find out what and when the next video on this channel will be when I post it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay guys, time for the closing the board. If you like this episode, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know I'm gonna see you. And you know I'm gonna see you. And you know I'm gonna see you. And you know I'm gonna see you in episode number 2 of this MLB The Show 22 Play Now series. See you in episode number 2. And eat a lot of bacon and go Cubs.